NBC Connecticut News starts now.
Well, coming up from the corporate world to the world of wine.
You are going to meet a woman who's got all the scoop. What you need to know to build your wine confidence. Plus, we see her power list for 2012. Big stuff. It's 9:45 this morning. You're watching NBC Connecticut News in high definition. Do you love wine, but find buying the right bottle a little out of your league sometimes? Well, we have help from one of the industry's go-to experts. It's our pleasure to have Jennifer Simonetti-Bryan. She is a master of wine, an esteemed title. She's here now with her 2012 Power Wine List. Such a pleasure to meet you and have you here.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
All right, where do we begin, first of all? And your story, too, is very interesting. You went from the corporate world to the world of corks. So you lead us through here.
Okay, well, corporate world to corks. Wow, C to C. Yeah, I'm a Master of Wine. Master of Wine is the highest accreditation in the wine world. I'm the fourth woman in the country to obtain the title.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's a 4-day exam, actually, in identifying 36...
Serious stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, serious stuff. And so I used to be in the corporate world. I used to work for Citicorp. And we used to go to so many client meetings and client dinners where you were handed the wine list and it was passed around like a hot potato because nobody wanted to be able to choose the wine.
Right.
So here I have some power list wines that you may want to keep in your back pocket, you know, whenever you're
impress
entertaining.
your friends,
absolutely.
impress your business.
That's right.
Okay, so let's begin.
Okay, so we have the Laurent-Perrier, or what we call in the trade LP, of vintage champagne. And vintage champagne only comes out 3 times a decade. And there's a reason for there's a reason for that because it's an exceptional vintage. This is the 2002 and it's so delicious. About $70 a bottle. Then if you're going to have a power list, you need to know your Grand Crus of Burgundy. This is a Grand Cru Burgundy Clos Vougeot by Louis Jadot. $120. It's Pinot Noir. Really delicious. So if you're entertaining some really high-powered clients, you know, this is one of those to go to.
It's worth $120 is what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. And then here's Cakebread Cellars. You know, when I was in banking, one of the things that my boss had told me, it was way before I got into wine, was the things you need to know to impress a client is you need the Armani suit, the Mont Blanc pen, and a bottle of cake bread. And actually, that still holds true today. Yeah. So, and cake bread just sounds yummy.
It really does. It does. Actually.
Yeah.
It's
so
delicious.
Cake bread Cabernet Sauvignon, and
How
then
much?
This one is $75.
$75. Okay.
And so then when you start strong with champagne. Sometimes with the dinner you want to end strong. So here we have a Taylor Fladgate vintage port. Again, just like a vintage champagne. Comes out only a couple times a decade.
I love the bottle.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Kind of fancy.
Yeah.
All right, now we have a minute left, so let's scoot through these and get them in. And here's our finish line. Do you love it?
Exactly. So these are the value. If you don't want to spend this kind of price and you're looking for, you know, your boss doesn't want you to spend a lot on the wine bill. So here we have the Laurent-Perrier, you know, non-vintage, about $40 a bottle, and the rest here about, you have 20, 25, and 26.
So more affordable, but still enough that it's special.
Yes.
And I was chatting with Jennifer. You know, a lot of people say, Darren and myself being one of them, you know, we have found some bottles that are even under $10. I swear they're not in a box. They're a bottle. And they still taste pretty good. I mean, is there something to be said that the more you pay, definitely the taste is better?
Well, there are some flavors that you might like that you enjoy at maybe the $5.99 level, but it doesn't mean that those flavors are better than what you're getting for a $50 and above.
Maybe not as layered. Maybe the finish isn't as long.
Yeah, there are different quality parameters. Finish is one of them, length is another, layers of complexity. So how many flavors that you're getting, how they interact, it makes a big difference.
Well, I'm excited to look at your list and spend the next few weekends trying some of these bottles.
Absolutely, yeah.
We're going to give, we'll put these on our website so folks can, you know, decide what they like and give them a try. And I mean, how else do you finish a wine segment than with a toast, right?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for coming on. Welcome to NBC Connecticut.
Thank you.
Shirley, over to you.
All right, ladies, thank you.